So 24 Hour accused me of stealing pre-workout. So me and Chandler were at the gym yesterday, right? And it was about 12, no, it was a little bit before 12 o'clock. And we were hitting legs and we were doing a superset of squats and then quads. That's what we were hitting. So Chandler was on the squat rack, right? And then I was on leg extensions. So I was doing my leg extensions, right? Just warming up. Like it was honestly my first set of the workout. And some dude walks up to me and I always see this guy in the gym and he's kind of like, he has a cocky attitude to him. So like it kind of just throws me off and he's like kind of small. So like, I don't know why he's so cocky and he just like kind of throws me off. He seems like one of them football players in high school that would just like walk around the school and be like, yeah, I play football, but I'm not that big. I'd barely even play. I'm on the bench. I told coach to put me in, but he don't. So I quit. But then my mom told me to go back. So I'm back on the team and I walk around because I'm on the football team. That's what kind of guy I think this guy is and how he was in high school, but that's just me. So this guy walks up to me, right? And he says like so random. And I was like, and he says, so how's that C4? And then I'm like, what? And then he's like, you know, like, how's that C4 working? And I was like, what are you talking about? Honestly, I'm just like, what are you talking about? And I'm just hitting leg extensions. And he's like, we caught you on camera stealing a C4. And me, I'm just like, what the? Like, I was like, show me the cameras so I could see if this is actually me. And I told him like, hey, pull me up on camera and I'll prove to you that I did not steal a C4. And I'm just like so confused because this is so random. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? It was like so random and I was caught off guard and I was just like, what the heck? Why would... And the thing what gets me the most is that the person who called me out on it or supposedly said that I stole, I was talking to him right before me and Chandler left the gym. Me and Chandler were talking to him like, yo, how much are these Powerades because it says 30% off? And he was like, yo, it's like $3 something without 30% off. So if you take, I'm like, dude, I'm going to Quick Trip. That's way too expensive. But that's besides the point. Like I was talking straight face to face with this guy who supposedly said that I stole something from the gym. And I'm just kind of cheesed about this, you know? I think it's kind of jacked up. I feel like they're just calling me out for like random reason or something. I'm pretty sure it's a mix-up. I'm positive that it is a mix-up. Like there's no way they caught me on camera stealing something. Like it's easy. I didn't steal anything. Let me tell you how this all went down. It kind of like just made me mad that how this guy came up to me and just like straight up said, well, so how's the C4 working? Like, and it just like kind of made me mad because you have no reason to come up to me and just assume because somebody else told you that I stole something and you have the right to assume that I did this. Like, bro, common courtesy. Like even that, all right, that guy was off the clock and he came up to me and did that. Like he was just getting his workout in and he just finished up his workout and he decided to come up to me right after that. Like, bro, I went up to the desk and the guy at the front desk had a huge dip in. Like, bro, where you at? You think you're at the lake fishing for some catfish or something? Like, bro, don't be dipping in the gym. That's like a big, like he had a fat, like, it was kind of funny because I walked up first and I'm like smaller than Chandler, right? And then Chandler walks up behind me to talk to these guys. Me and Chandler are talking to him. And then the guy who's sitting at the desk, he like kind of gets scared and he kind of like scoots back. And then it seems like he was getting scared and then he scoots back. They were both there talking to us. And then the guy who called me out on it walks away. And then the guy at the front desk is like, dude, I told him, like, I don't even care if you stole it. Like, I'm cool with it. Like, bruh, shut up. You guys have no reason to say this. I mean, I guess you do, like, have the reason to come up to me and like make sure that I stole it, but don't like come up and assume that I did it, you know? You could walk up to me and be like, hey, we think we caught you on camera, but don't be like walking up straight to me and be like, hey man, you stole the C4, we saw you, it was on camera, everything like this, man, you were stealing boxes, what are you trying to do, build a clubhouse? How you gonna get fired on your day off? I was just super bummed out about that. Like it kind of threw my workout off at first, but after that I was straight. Like after a while I was cool. All right, let me tell you guys the truth. Like I've stole stuff before and that's the past. Did steal stuff back in the day, and this is why it kind of shook me up because like back in the day, I'm talking way back, so this is probably like 10, maybe more than 10 years ago. I was at Walmart, right? Let me tell you a story. And my parents, like my whole family is at Walmart because you don't go to Walmart without your whole family because you gotta be annoying and you gotta have bratty kids walking around like me and my brothers. And we're at Walmart, right? We're in the toy section. I don't know why. I probably convinced my parents to take me to the toy section. And of course, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, so we're in the toy section. I'm looking at the Dragon Ball Z stuff and I see freaking Goku Super Saiyan 2, fam. Like I seen it and I was like, Mom, you gotta get me this, you gotta get me it. And then she's all like, Boy, you know you don't need that. You 8 years old, you ain't gotta use all this. Alright, we about to check out. We about to go get these lunch and go do a picnic or something what families do. But that's what we did, and then my mom dipped. I was like standing there like looking back and forth like, man, what's more important, listening to my mom or Goku Super Saiyan 2? Like I was back and forth, right? I grabbed the Goku Super Saiyan 2 off the shelf, boom, and then I just like walk with it, you know? My parents really didn't say anything about it. And we walk up to the line. I remember my parents like looking at me like, boy, I told you couldn't get that. And then I'm just like, just held on to it and just walked out the store with it. I stole it, right? And then we get home and my parents are inside. I think they're getting like food ready or something. I'm in my room, right? And I'm holding this toy and I'm just like, wow, I freaking got it. Inside of me, I feel guilty. So I'm just like, this can't be mine. I shouldn't be stealing. I can't do this. I can't do this no more. I'm 6 years old. I can't be doing this. I'm too young to go to jail.
Don't call the cops! Please! Zakari, I don't know what you want me to do. You stole the cup.
So I decided that I'll give it to the dog because dogs don't go to jail if they steal stuff. So I walk outside, I say, Smokey! That was my dog's name at the time, so I say, Smokey! Yay! I throw it, and then my dog starts chewing that thing up, bro. Super Saiyan 2 did not have nothing on Smokey, dog. I'm like, if my dog was in Dragon Ball Z, in any of the Dragon Ball Zs, bro, my dog would have murdered everybody. Piccolo, step aside. But yo, my dog was destroying the Super Saiyan 2. Like, inside I was like dying because I really wanted that toy. But at the same time, I felt guilty, so I had to give that toy away. So I went out the next day, and that toy is just demolished. I kind of felt better because I gave it away. And then I walk inside, my mom was like, so how's the toy? And I'm like, what toy? She's all like, you know, the toy you got yesterday. Of course, parents know everything, so they knew I stole it, I guess, so to say. So you're telling me I just gave Goku Super Saiyan 2 to the dog and you bought it? Me thinking I stole it? I felt guilty, so I gave it to the dog. Karma comes back to you when you steal, fam, so don't do it. Don't steal. This is a public service announcement, and I approve this message. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked that little video. It kind of just threw me off how they assumed that I stole something, and I really want to get to the bottom of this. So next time I go to the gym and I see someone higher than them, I'm gonna talk to them and get everything straight and settled out, so not everyone is thinking that I stole something. And that story is a true story of me and the Goku Super Saiyan 2. I actually did think I stole it when I was younger, and then I gave it to the dog because I felt guilty. And it's true, when you steal, you feel guilt. When you do bad things, you do feel guilt, and that's inside, and that's your spirit saying, what the heck do you think you're doing, fam? Yeah. Don't steal, guys. Peace. Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm Gunther the Great. I'm here with Dunate, and you guys requested on how to do towel rub